What if the person you supported was never who they said they were? Or worse, what if they were just a really good storyteller? Today we're diving into the digital unraveling of a creator named Karmalita. If you've been watching her content for a while, you know her for the soft-spoken affirmations, the long, aesthetically lit videos on healing, energy, boundaries, glow-ups, and the chaos of modern womanhood. But then came a video that flipped the narrative completely. When Karmalita dropped her video describing being mistreated by her roommate, it shocked people. Not because they didn't believe her, but because of how sudden and severe the tone was. She described feeling manipulated, threatened, even fearing for the safety of her roommate's dog. At one point, she includes what she claims is an audio recording of her confronting the roommate. But we only hear her side.
Impulsive vanity spending, the bleached hair, the crazy red eyes, the acting like a cowering child when confronted when I assert boundaries. I figured you out. You thought you were going to get away with abusing me.
There's no response, no background noise, nothing to confirm the context. And in that audio, she accuses the roommate of being emotionally unstable, making impulsive purchases, and even manipulating her through mental health claims. But when I watched the video behind her Substack paywall, things didn't exactly line up. In that video, she actually admits to encouraging those exact behaviors.
What is their weakness? If you know they like to overindulge and spend and just make really irrational decisions, then you're going to encourage them, because the truth is they were sabotaging you the whole entire time.
She says she went along with the bad spending habits because she already believed betrayal was inevitable, so she didn't feel guilty feeding into it. It makes you question, was she really being emotionally cornered, or was she playing into the chaos because she had already decided how this would end? She admits she's been financially struggling for the past 3 years. Her ebooks haven't exactly taken off. I mean, that might not be surprising considering she's pricing them at $33 a piece. That's steep, especially for digital self-help guides, a genre where content usually goes for a few bucks or even gets given away to build community. She's been promoting it even while admitting it hasn't sold well. And then, almost suddenly, we get this deeply personal video where she publicly positions herself as a survivor of narcissistic abuse. It's hard not to notice the timing. And beyond timing, it also raises questions. Like, how do you write a guide on surviving something you're still clearly in the thick of? If you're still in survival mode, still emotionally processing, still asking for financial help to escape, are you really in the place to guide others out of it? Or is the narrative being stretched too far, too soon, in hopes of making the struggle marketable? I don't say that to be cynical, but from a storytelling standpoint, it complicates things. It turns what should be a clear message of healing into something that feels unfinished and maybe even transactional. Let's talk about the video that was paywalled, the one most of her audience hasn't seen. That video, which I personally accessed, was filmed just a week before the public abuse video. She's visibly upset. She says things that are contradictory to what she says just hours later in the public video. She mentions situations such as betrayal and backstabbing without context or proof other than things she's calculated or was told spiritually through zodiac signs and Mercury retrograde. And this is important, because while she framed her public video as a moment of clarity and strength, the one behind a paywall shows someone unraveling. It doesn't invalidate her feelings, but it complicates the narrative. It shows that her story isn't as clean-cut as it was originally framed. Now, let's talk about her roommate. After some digging, I was able to get a lead on a transgender woman influencer and adult content creator, Andrea Anaconda. However, she denied knowing anything about what was said in the video. She said she didn't know Karmalita and that she had nothing to do with the video's claims. But she also said something that I felt was interesting, that she prefers to keep her life private. Now that's confusing, because she denies knowing her at all, but in the same breath says she doesn't want to discuss her private life. And I don't know about you, but if I didn't know someone, I wouldn't need to protect my privacy from their claims, especially when there are receipts. Videos showing them in the same apartment. Photos where you can see the same furniture, the same rooms, screenshots of them commenting and liking each other's posts, or in different videos with the same dog. So what do we make of all this? Was Karmalita telling the truth? Was she exaggerating? Is the roommate hiding something? Are they both guilty of keeping secrets? We may never know the full truth. But what we can do is look at the patterns. Look at the receipts. Look at the way information is shared and withheld. Because if you're going to ask people for support, especially emotional or financial support, you owe them more than vague captions and deleted comments. As of now, neither party has followed up publicly with more details, but if they do, I'll be watching. Thanks for listening. And if you want to see more breakdowns like this, please subscribe to my commentary channel, The TR Complex. See you guys in the next one.